Everyone, and thanks for joining us. 7 minute charts. This is the Crypto Flight Edition. Yes, this is your fellow competitor speaking. All right, so it looks like Dogecoin is going to the downside. What we'll do on this video is reiterate the levels that we went over on our previous video. Let the long-term investors know that everything still looks as we explained, as well as a level that I think is interesting to play for the short-term investors here. So I do have a price target. I have a level of entry to enter, as well as a stop out level and a potential time frame. So we'll explore that in a short video, hopefully. So let's get right into it, guys. Welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, we only explore price action. Thanks for sticking around, loyal subscribers. Let's go ahead and dive right into the charts here. Sure. So today's September the 22nd, 2025, and the current price of Dogecoin, 23 cents, slightly negative 1.8% for the day. Okay. All right, lovely ladies and gentlemen, take a look at the weekly candles. We have a range of interest. I actually got rid of the old lines. We have a new levels here rather. That ranges in between the 23 cent level. It's 0.235. And it goes all the way up to about 0.345, which is actually the price target that I would like to play this Dogecoin market. So let's get right in here as far as where I'd like to entry. I'm not really sure if this is going to be a precise entry. The reason being is because, again, we're taking a look at weekly candles. Okay, and if you guys follow me for some time, you know I look at the time as well as the size of the candles. And speaking of which, there's actually 5 days and about 22 hours left on this. You can call it a freshly minted weekly candle. Okay, so there's only been just over 24 hours as this weekly candle has developed, and it still has like 5 more days. So that makes me raise an eyebrow actually, because there's a lot more time that I would like for it to have as I would like to enter here. We're going to buy some Dogecoin. We're going to scale into a small position, but of course not into our full position here. So I like Dogecoin at this level to play it up to possibly through 34 cents. But again, the time frame in which this weekly has already started to develop does make me raise an eyebrow. Okay, and let's pull up the daily candles. I want to show you something else really quickly here. All right, so if you also notice this daily candle, you see this very large daily candle here on September the 22nd, 2025. It's an aggressive candle. All right. Now, what that simply means is the buyers have an obligation right now. All right. And they're obligated to hold this level if there is some sort of buying interest in this around these levels. If I'm somewhat correct about what I'm seeing here, 0.235, that would be the level that the daily candles must close above. I would say in between the next 72 hours. That would give me a better idea of what I'm looking at here. But if the daily candle closes below 0.235, then it's likely I'll be getting stopped out on this position. We'll go over the levels here in 1 second, but hopefully everyone's with me. I need about 24 up to 72 hours to determine if this is a good entry. So if the title suggests like it's time to buy Dogecoin, please hear me out on all the details. By no means was this a perfect entry, or I'm saying it will be a perfect entry. Let's let it play out. All right, 72 hours tops. So again, 0.235. Let's see if the daily as well as the weekly candles. Well, let's focus on the daily candles for now and see how it holds that 0.235 level. All right. So that's that. So the price target we've already gone over, 34 cents. Of course, let's see if it actually holds this level before we even think about any higher price targets, because the sellers are here. A little bit of selling coming in the market. Weekly candle looks very aggressive. So let's give it time. All right. The time frame in which this could all play out, I do think really determines whether or not it's going to hold the 0.235 level here in the next 72 hours. So I'll just throw a number out there. Let's give it a month, up to 3 months, right? My infamous 3 months, 3 weeks and 3 months. All right. So yeah, hopefully this is actually aging well. Let me know, guys. In like 48 hours, has it gone down like 40% or something like that? I'm being over exaggerating 40%. Although it's a crypto, it is possible. All right. So let's close out here and just give you the It's going to be a 5-to-1 actually. So let's put our handy dandy risk to reward level here. All right, 34 cents a price target. You pull that all the way up to your price target, and then you look in the middle here and you pull your stop out level until you see a 5 risk to reward, and that's going to bring the stop out level to about 0.213. All right. So if Dogecoin goes down about, I think it was like 10% when I measured it out. Yeah, so it's like 9.9. So yeah, like 10%. So if Dogecoin goes down like 10%, it's likely I'm getting stopped out of this small position in Dogecoin. But again, I'll enter more aggressively. I just need to see more price action. But for now, still just, raising an eyebrow and checking out the price action. So we're gonna need to hurry up and wait and see what's developing here over the next 72 hours. All right. So you have the price level of entry, which is right here, right now, where we at on Dogecoin. Yeah, it's fair. I mean, I think it's going to continue going down, guys. So definitely have a strategy. All right. If you're going to enter the market, not financial advice, but yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything. The stop out level, entry level, price target, time frame. Again, the time frame is irrelevant because we need to make sure that Dogecoin is holding above that 0.235. I am repeating myself, so let's go ahead and close it out. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys, and you have all the information. Let me know down in the comment section, what are you guys doing? The long-term investors completely ignore this short-term information. You guys should be just buying and, of course, selling wherever you're selling down the line, years from now. Also below the 22-cent level on our previous video, hopefully we're leaving links for that. It still stands true. The long-term investors should be buying Dogecoin below 22 cents. I see nothing but long-term potential for Dogecoin if you're buying below 22 cents and above 12 cents. So that still stands true. I think we explained that in one of our previous posts. It might not be the exact levels, but something to the tune of below 22 cents and above 10 cents, something like that. It's a pretty broad range. All right. But again, I just want to make sure that I reiterate that still stands true. I still see long-term potential in Dogecoin. I'm not invested long-term in Dogecoin, just to be totally transparent with you guys, but we are continuing to find opportunities as we enter and exit this cryptocurrency. All right. That brings us to the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you got some information. Of course, before you go, if you can do me a huge favor by simply leaving an appropriate thumb, I would appreciate it on the video if you enjoyed the content, and leave a comment so that the YouTube algorithm can promote the video on the channel. Thank you for your continued ears and support. Pardon my raspiness, a little late over here. And we also explore the traditional stocks from time to time, so you can kind of join us here on this interesting journey, and we'll send that out to you momentarily. Welcome in. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your time. Remember to always have a strategy before you enter the market. Keep that positive energy flowing. We'll talk soon, and bye for now, guys and gals.